up, Grace Report? Happy Monday. What's up, Julissa, Tyrana, Nikki Bella, D Nice? Good to see you in the chat. Melissa, what's up? How's everyone's Monday going? Southern California's been hit with a huge rainstorm, but I'm enjoying it. What's up, Tammy? Osiris, how's it going? How's everyone's Monday going? Melissa, I thought you were already a member, Melissa. Melissa, thank you for being a member of the Wolf Pack. Hearts for Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, even though I thought you were one already. Daniel, what's up? How's everyone's Monday going? Or Monday evening, I should say. Yeah, that's why I could have sworn you had one. That's weird, Melissa. Thank you, D-Nice, for gifting 5 Grace Report memberships. Hearts for D-Nice and welcome. Marloka, Donna E, Mason, Shiloh Toto. Hat, Sheep, Sut. To the Wolf Pack. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Hearts for D-Nice and all the new members of the Wolf Pack. And just a reminder that your membership is good for 1 month. And thank you, D-Nice. You are awesome. And if you haven't done so already, I have pinned the link to my Patreon. If you weren't on my last stream, my plan is if I could get to 500 free memberships, there are paid options if you would like to support, but it is completely free. If I could get 500 memberships on my Patreon, I will somehow get a hold of a Tesla and debunk the graveyard ghost detecting. To debunk those videos out there to see if a Tesla does actually pick up ghosts on their on the screen. So if you guys haven't done so, please become a member of my Patreon today. It is free. And if I could get 500, that is my plan. I do also plan on posting other things there as well. Joanne, what's up? Before I get into my topics, how's the weather where you are at today? As I was saying earlier, we're being drenched. We're having this crazy rainstorm. My laundry room got flooded. Well, my laundry room's outside. Well, it's inside it's outside but inside, if that makes any sense, but there's a skylight in the ceiling and it leaks. So my laundry room got flooded and then part of my patio. Daniel goes cold and wet. But luckily it didn't make it up to my door. I was getting a little nervous. I was like, no, I hope it doesn't flood out my room. Because the water was getting pretty close to my back door. Julissa goes, it was terrible. I finally got power after. What? No way. I'm glad you got your power back, Julissa. That's crazy. D Nice goes, remember how I had a bad leak last year? Now 3 spots in my room. I'm fine. It's all fine. Dang, D Nice. I hope you can get that fixed. Melissa goes, my dog is acting crazy. He does that a lot when Grayson Report is on. He gets spooked. He gets spooked by me? Gunner girl, what's up? Joanne goes cold but sunny earlier today in southern Ontario. Oh, cool. Matthew! I can't. I haven't seen the trailer yet. I probably should have watched the trailer before I went on, but the trailer for Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, I don't even know if that's the name of the second one, was released. I have yet to watch it. I'm kind of scared to watch it because of the disastrous first one. Tyrana goes cold and windy. But I will eventually. I'm talking way too much about a movie I can't stand. Oh well. And then Gunner Girl is saying make sure you smash that like button when you get a chance. Cheryl, what's up? When you get a chance. I'll wait a few more minutes for people to trickle in and then I'll get into the main topics. And guys, if you have like a spooky UFO unexplained story you'd like to share, could be even a spooky article you'd like to share, go ahead and Wake Sheepberry, what's up? You could go ahead and email graysonreport13@gmail.com. I do have one that I'm going to share from Heather Whatever, but I do not see her in the chat. Wendy, what's up? But I will do that after my first article, and I'll share her. Hopefully she'll trickle in. D Nice has dropped the link to my email, so if you have a spooky, unexplained UFO, could be even an article, doesn't have to be a personal story or a video, you'd like to share, please email graysonreport13@gmail.com, and I may share it on my next live stream, or the next one after that. Hopefully, because I know the internet connection in my area has been shoddy, so I'm hoping it doesn't go out on me. I better not jinx me, but we'll see what happens. Because of the rain, people have been, because I'm on the city's Facebook page and people have been complaining about it, so I'm kind of, so far, so good. What's up, Nikki? Daniel goes, today my guest told me his coffee pot came on all by itself and my stereo played a sample all by itself while I was napping. Weird things are still going on. Super cool, Daniel. I mean, probably not cool if people don't like it, but I think it's super cool. They're just letting you know they're still around. Wanting some attention. All right, guys, we are going to get into the first topic, which is from the Atlantic, and it's called The Tragic Forgotten History of Zombies. Who of you love zombies? Or which one, I should say, what's your favorite zombie film, I should say? I'll start it off with that. Mine is 28 Days Later and Train to Busan. And I wasn't really into zombies until 28 Days Later. 28, I forget which one I saw first. I know I saw the second one first. So I don't remember if I saw 28 Weeks Later because I'm not sure which one came out first. or 28 Days Later, but that made me a fan of zombies. Melissa Smith goes Zombieland. D Nice goes 28 Weeks Later. And then I love Train to Busan. It's a Korean film, but I just love that film. Koreans know how to do zombies. Aaron goes Z Nation and Zombieland. Wake Shape Berry goes, there's a classic Hammer horror zombie movie. Wendy goes 28 Days Later, me too. Cheryl goes 28 Weeks Later. Do you guys know that they are officially gonna make another 28 days? I don't know what the name of it is. Hold on, let me see. Before I get into the main, I'm getting a little ADD here, but I think last week they mentioned it's official. For those that like 28 Days Later or whatever. I don't know what they're going to name the new one though. Let me see if I can find it. Because that movie literally made me a super fan of zombies. Aaron Cooper goes 28 years. Daniel goes zombies eat way too much. Wake Shift Berry goes 28 Days Later was awesome. Okay, 28. Okay, Aaron, it is 28 years later, but they did confirm that it's official. But I cannot find the article. Hold on here, guys. Without having me read the whole entire article. So it was picked up by Sony. The duo has long talked in the press about doing a sequel. At one point, the idea was a film called 28 Months Later, but enough time has passed that 28 years later became the new idea. With Cillian Murphy, which he is an awesome actor. So it is official. So sometime, I'm not sure when it's going to be released, but we are going to be getting a 28 years later. And what's up? Thank you for dropping by. So I cannot wait for that because I'm a huge fan of the previous films. There was also a sequel, I believe, to Train to Busan, but I didn't. I didn't. It was cool, but I didn't like it as much as I liked Train to Busan. Aaron Cooper is also excited about the new 28 movie. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. So this article, now to get back into the main topic because I like to have ADD. So this one's from The Atlantic. And it's the tragic, forgotten history of zombies. And thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Welcome, Payne, Deidre, Spinster, Daisy the Vegas Pisces, and Positively Hub with Miss Shauna Lee. To the Wolf Pack, hearts for the new members and hearts for Anne as well. Thank you, Anne. You're awesome. Anne is a trooper. She stops by right before bedtime. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Anne. All right, it goes the horror movie trope owes its heritage to Haitian slaves who imagined being imprisoned in their bodies forever. So, in the original script for 1968's Night of the Living Dead, the director George A. Romero, which I believe his birthday was the other day, refers, though he passed away, not sure how many years ago, but he did pass away. But I consider him the godfather of zombies. We got to meet him. Lewis and I got to meet him actually at one of the Mad Monsters. He was in Arizona. He was actually one of the guests there, and we got to meet him, so it was kind of cool. Refers to his flesh-eating antagonists as ghouls. Although the film is widely credited with launching zombies into the cultural zeitgeist, it wasn't until its follow-up 10 years later, the consumerist nightmare Dawn of the Dead, that Romero would actually use the term. While making the first film, Romero understood zombies instead to be the undead Haitian slaves depicted in the 1932 Bela Lugosi horror film White Zombie, which sounds familiar. By the time Dawn of the Dead was released in 1978, the cultural tide had shifted completely, and Romero had essentially reinvented the zombie for American audiences. The last 15 years have seen films and TV shows including Shaun of the Dead, 28 Days Later, World War Z, Zombieland, Life After Beth, iZombie, and even the upcoming Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. This is an old article. But the zombie myth is far older and more rooted in history than the blinkered arc of American pop culture suggests. It first appeared in Haiti. Oh, I almost forgot, guys. Let me click off of here. As a reminder, Skeleduck is somewhere in my background. So just keep an eye out for Skeleduck and just remind me before the end of my stream and I will reveal his location. As I was saying, but the zombies myth is far older and more rooted in history than the blinkered arc of American pop culture suggests. It first appeared in Haiti in the 17th and 18th centuries when the country was known as Saint Dominique and ruled by France, which hauled in African slaves to work on sugar plantations. Slavery in Saint Domingue under the French was extremely brutal. Half of the slaves brought in from Africa were worked to death within a few years, which led only to the capture and import of more. In the hundreds of years since, the zombie myth has been widely appropriated by American pop culture in a way that whitewashes its origins and turns the undead into a platform for escapist fantasy. The original brains eating fiend was a slave not to the flesh of others, but to his own. The zombie architect, as it appeared in Haiti and mirrored the inhumanity that existed there from 1625 to around 1800, was a projection of the African slaves' relentless misery and subjugation. Haitian slaves believed that dying would release them back to Languni, literally Guinea or Africa in general, a kind of afterlife where they could be free. Though S was common among slaves, those who took their own lives wouldn't be allowed to return to Languni. Instead, they'd be condemned to sulk the Hispaniola plantations for eternity. Undead slaves at once denied their own bodies and yet trapped inside them, soulless zombies. The original brain-eating fiend was a slave not to the flesh of others, but to his own. Matthew goes, zombies have been done to death. There's supposed to be a reboot of Return of the Living Dead. Wake Shapeberry goes, Dawn of the Dead was a piss take on consumerism. After the Haitian Revolution in 1804 and the end of French colonialism, the zombie became a part of Haiti's folklore. The myth evolved slightly and and was folded into the voodoo religion, with Haitians believing zombies were corpses reanimated by shamans and voodoo priests. Sorcerers known as Bokor used their bewitched undead as free labor or to carry out nefarious tasks. This was the post colonialism zombie, the emblem of a nation haunted by the legacy of slavery and every worry of its reinstitution. As the UC Irvine professor Amy Wilentz has pointed out in her writing on zombies on several occasions after the revolution, Haiti teetered on the brink of reinstating slavery. The zombies of the Haitian voodoo religion were a more fractured representation of the anxieties of slavery, mixed as they were with occult trappings of sorcerers and necromancy. Even then, the zombies' roots in the horrors of slavery were already facing dilution. And thank you for gifting another 5 memberships. Hearts for Anne and welcome I'm Rich the Swag Lord, Kimberly McCowan, Dana Loves Maui, your friend Derek, and Maggie Rodriguez to the Wolf Pack. Hearts for Anne and all the new members. Thank you, Anne, again. Heather, whatever. What's up? Heather, whatever goes so economics are why we have zombies. No wonder McDonald's tastes so bad. It was this form, voodoo Bokor, or black magic that the Haitian myth first crossed paths with American culture in the aforementioned white zombie. Although every time I hear white zombie, I'm thinking of the song 1965. Yeah, sorry. White zombie. Although the film doesn't begin to transform the undead in the way that Romero's films and the subsequent zombie industrial complex would, it's notable for its introduction of white people as interlopers in the zombie legend. It would take another few decades or so, but eventually the memory of Haiti's colonialist history and the suffering it wrought millions of Africans worked into the grave would be exorcised from the zombie myth for good. I need to fish. What's up? In 2011, The Atlantic's James Parker exhaustively listed all the ways zombies have infiltrated pop culture consciousness, but he singled out AMC's hit The Walking Dead for its triumphant return to zombie orthodoxy amid a sea of reimagining. The show's 6th season premiered had about 20 million viewers, and its spin-off Fear the Walking Dead debuted in August to when was this article? This article is quite old, and its spin-off Fear the Walking Dead debuted in August to record ratings. The Walking Dead is more or less the zenith of the heretofore inexhaustible zombie craze, a cultural supernova that's infiltrated everything from comics and video games to literally history and the CDC itself, which has dedicated part of its website to zombie preparedness. The zombie is no longer commentary on consumerist culture as it was in the comparatively halcyon days of Dawn of the Dead. It has consumed consumerist culture. Tyranna, thank you for gifting 1 membership and welcome Italia95 to the Wolfpack. Hearts for Tyranna and Italia. Thank you, Tyranna. You're awesome. And I think I stopped watching the Walking Dead after when Negan came in. I stopped watching. So I think it was basically when after the governor after they killed the governor, that was it for me. Wendy fell off after Lucille. Melissa Smith says the Walking Dead never uses the word zombies. They used it was walkers. There's walkers over there. Leslie, what's up? Julissa goes, "That was brutal, but I kept watching." I don't even think I saw the series finale. And then Fear the Walking Dead, I really didn't watch at all because at that point I was just done. Bernadette, what's up? Lisa Boo, Nerd Report, what's up? This is the best show on YouTube. Thank you. Nerd Report goes, The Walking Dead sucks. That's what I was saying. The Walking Dead, I stopped watching after the governor. Because there was basically for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, there was no end game. It was just walking, looking for walkers, and staying alive. And it seemed like it was kind of repetitive after that. And then they had Fear, and I was like, Fear the Walking Dead, and I was like, forget this. Nerd Report going, Negan is dumb. I like the actor in there. I like the actor who plays Negan. He's cool, but I need to fish with the Carl. Julissa goes, Fear the Walking Dead was decent. The new one with Daryl is good. I haven't seen the new one with Daryl. Melissa liked The Walking Dead, just some seasons sucked. Wendy was like, Fear the Walking Dead, I watched, but meh. So for a brief period, The Living Dead served as a handy Rorschach test for America's social ills. At various times, they represented capitalism, the Vietnam War, nuclear fury, even the tension surrounding the civil rights movement. Today, zombies are almost always linked with the end of the world via the zombie apocalypse, a global pandemic that turns most of the human population into beasts ravenous for the flesh of their own kind. But there's no longer any clear metaphor. While America may still suffer major social ills, economic inequality, policy brutality, systematic racism, zombies have been absorbed as entertainment that's completely independent from these dilemmas. Which is a shame because the zombie is such a potential symbol. For example, there's a clear connection between the zombie of slave driven St. Domingo and Ta Nahishi Coates' recent exploration of the black disembodiment, the body under constant threat of capture, imprisonment, and M. For Haitian slaves, the invention of the zombies was proof that the abuse they suffered was in a way more powerful than life itself. They had imagined a scenario in which they continued to be slaves even after death. And between the world and me observing a young boy in front of a 7-Eleven, Coates writes there was a war for the possession of his body, and that would be the war of his whole life. The same declaration could be transported 1,400 miles in 300 years and still hold true. Instead, American pop culture has used the zombie fraught as it is with history as a form of escapism rather than a vehicle to explore its own past or current fears. Writing for Green Cine, Liz Cole is onto something when she says that whatever their allegorical shadow, zombies are perhaps indulging our I can't talk today. Post-apocalyptic fantasies above all. Elmo keep notes in The Owl how pop culture tends to romanticize depictions of the end of the world. In these situations, petty frustrations and mundane realities of real life all disappear, as do the complexities. And so the zombie apocalypse isn't an outlet for fears, but for fantasies, functioning as an escape hatch into a world with higher dramatic stakes, fewer people, and the chance to reinvent oneself for a better or worse. So do you guys agree with that? Do you guys think a zombie apocalypse is more of a fantasy? I mean, well, technically it is because it doesn't really exist, but do you think that's where, say, a film is going when they're showing post-apocalypse or zombie apocalypse? I don't think it is. I feel like it, I mean, it could be a metaphor, but I feel like it could be an outlet for fears. And it could be a fantasy all in one. Bernadette goes, I work with too many zombies. I know what you mean, Bernadette. Wake Shapeberry goes, some people want apocalypse. I mean, I guess it would be cool to be in a zombie apocalypse. It would. Cheryl thinks it's a fantasy. I think it would be cool to be in an apocalypse. Wendy goes, not a fantasy, it's plausible. Because it's basically like a fight for survival. So I think Julius is like, no way. Aaron Cooper goes, it's fantasy. I mean, it's not science fiction, right? Well, no, because I don't think zombies go into science fiction. Zombies are more like horror. Like, at least it's more of a horror type of genre. Thank you, Leslie, for your PayPal. Those damn zombies. Hearts for Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. You're awesome. Dirt Report goes, most fantasies are about winning the lottery. Lisa dreams about getting eaten by zombies. No, I don't dream about getting eaten by zombies. I dream about destroying zombies. Wendy goes, if I survive the apocalypse, I have the mental bandwidth. Daniel Malls goes, Aldo Nova, life is just a fantasy. Well, I mean, if you see my thing, I said just a girl that saves the world from the zombie apocalypse. So you know I want to be in a zombie apocalypse. Zombies, in their American incarnation, strip Earth back down to its essential parts: mankind, nature, and survival. Think of The Walking Dead's Georgia, a desolate but oddly idyllic expanse of camps, fields, abandoned motels, and forest clearings. In this way, post apocalyptic zombie scenarios are as much utopian as they are dystopian. The landscape is clear of industrial plants, oil derricks, real estate developments, traffic jams, construction sites, and urban blight. With just a handful of survivals set against a stark landscape of brown and greens, every person's decision takes on an outsized importance, often a life or death meaning. As the former Stanford doctoral student Angela Vidergaard told Live Science in 2013, the ethical decision that the survivors have to make under duress and the actions that follow those choices are very unlike anything they would have done in their normal life. The importance of the lives of characters on The Walking Dead is implicit because theirs is the only story left to tell. And that, of course, is the key to their fantasist power. Who would want to escape into characters leading lives of infallible significance, with their survival and the endurance of the human race perpetually at stake? Hence, Leslie goes, Walking Dead was a good show back in the day. Bernadette goes, I'd move into the castle at Disney World if there was a zombie thing happening. The underground tunnels and no waiting in line for rides. Well, the problem is, Bernadette, though, you would have to figure out how to run the rides. And if there was power. Hence, a bitter irony between the Haitian zombie and its American counterpart. The monster once represented the real life horrors of dehumanization. Now it's used as a way to fantasize about human beings whose every decision is exalted. While it's difficult to begrudge the storytelling logic of wiping out the many to restore meaning and importance to the few, it's still worth acknowledging the black asymmetry of the zombie then and the zombie now. The original emerged in a context where humans were denied control of their own bodies and sought death as an escape. And now in pop culture, the zombie has come to serve as the primary symbol of escapism itself, where the fictional enslavement in some provides a perverse kind of freedom for everyone else. So, guys, what did you think of this article about where um the root and the idea of zombies came from, which I had no idea. And how we evolved it into something completely different. Leslie goes, them zoobies, them zoobies. Julissa goes, I barely survived 29 hours without power. I'd be dying. Cheryl King goes, very interesting. Wendy goes, can I buy a bunker under Small World? Melissa goes, I think my favorite zombies are Key and Peele trying to get the lunge bump. Aaron goes, Brujas in New Orleans, I hear can turn you into a zombie. Wakeshape Berry goes, apparently there are witch doctors who use poisons to make someone near dead, then they can make them do what they want. Interesting. Melissa goes, zombies are scary because they cause the downfall of civilized society. It's the lawless people that are scarier than the zombies. True. Because there's literally there's nothing. Leslie saying it was cool. There's literally nothing like in a post-apocalyptic city. There's literally no law, no like people run rampant. So I kind of agree with you on that. It's true what Melissa said. There's literally no law, it's like a free for all. And then you have to think people when they're trying to survive as well. Kind of would not do things um they would do things that they would normally not do. Tyrana goes, yes, I heard about those witch doctors. Because survival kind of makes you do crazy things. It's like survival of the fittest in a way. And I can imagine too it's probably hard to trust people too as well. But that history I did not know anything about. I had no idea. So it's kind of interesting to um delve into that. No, the duck is behind me somewhere. He's visible. Because Aaron was asking if the duck was behind my logo. It's not. Trust me. Cheryl goes, that would be scary if it did happen. It would be. It would be scary as heck. It'd be almost like if what's the name of that movie? The Purge, where they do it for 24 hours, but this would be more for ongoing. Now, speaking of the Purge, I'm going to ask you guys this since I mentioned the Purge. If there was a Purge, like in the movie, where you had 24 hours and you could do anything you want without prosecution, would you participate? I don't think I would. I don't think I could. Leslie's gonna dream of zombies. No problem, Leslie. Julissa goes, nope. Melissa would rob banks. Yeah, but then you're gonna have people trying to go after you as well. Aaron goes, I tamed my demons. We smoke trees now. Bernadette goes, yes, I'd visit all my exes. I don't think I would, and I'd be scared to death. I would make sure I'd have like the Fort Knox of security on my house. Like how that one guy did, he hit the button and all this galvanized gate came down over the windows. That's what I would do. I would stay home watching the news and be safe. Wink Shape Berry goes, I wouldn't go out to hurt anyone, but I'd be ready. Wendy would protect my family, whatever the cost. I'd make sure I'd be protected, but at the same time, I'll be ready. No, Heather, whatever. I kind of wish he did. That would have been cool. Heather, whatever's asking, does the duck have eyes that glow in the dark? Speaking of exes, I thought this article was kind of cool since Bernadette brought up exes. And this one's from Fox News here in Los Angeles. And it goes, a zoo will name a cockroach or rat after your ex and feed it to a bird or reptile on Valentine's Day. San Antonio, if you hate Valentine's Day or recently had your heart broken, the San Antonio Zoo is offering people the chance to name a cockroach or rat after an ex and have it fed to a bird or a reptile. The zoo is hosting the first ever Cry Me a Cockroach event where staff will feed roaches and rats to birds, snakes, and other reptiles that are named after people's exes. With a simple $5 donation, people can name a roach after their ex, or for $25, they can use the name on a rat. Anyone who takes part will receive a certificate that can be shared on their social media pages. People in the San Antonio area can watch the event live at the zoo on February 14th. Heartbroken individuals who are too far away can watch the event on Facebook Live. If any of you are interested, there is a link for you here. So I thought that was kind of hilarious. Heather Wetter goes, nothing bad, but if I could be in Disneyland for 24 hours, no bad guys, I'd do it. Melissa's asking how much to feed my actual ex to an alligator. Oh my gosh. Would any of you, if you lived in the San Antonio area, would you name a roach after your ex and feed it to a lizard? But Aaron goes, Melissa, that's free in Florida. Wake Shapeberry goes, anyone who attacks my house in the purge will not last long. Cheryl goes, if you need power, what if there isn't any? True. True. But before the event even happens, lock it down. Leslie's asking, do I ever watch Dark Shadow? No, I have not. Heather whatever goes, my ex was just taking advantage of Messenger group because my son was in the hospital, but he wanted to talk to me. He's the zombie. The show was on in between, and there he is with his mouth open. Ugh. Cheryl goes, no, I wouldn't, because roaches aren't as bad as him. I thought that article was hilarious where for Valentine's Day, you could name a roach or a rat after your ex and watch it be fed. I was like, what? But Cheryl saying roaches aren't as bad. So she will save a roach. That's for people that don't like insects. Or rats. I could not do that with a rat. I like rats. I'm sorry. Jennifer Marie, what's up? All right, guys, I got an email from Heather whatever. I was going to read it on my last stream, but I ran out of time. So, and thank you, Heather whatever, for your PayPal. Zombie Defense. Hearts for Heather whatever. Sorry I missed it. And I got a story from Heather whatever. Wake Shapeberry goes, rats are cool. Very misunderstood. I know, I love rats. Cheryl King goes, I wonder how many people will do it. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people that would do it. Aaron goes, I had a friend. I had rats when I was younger and I loved them. They are the most loving. I mean, people, they have a bad stigmatism, but they're the most loving creatures. So it starts off, and this story's from Heather whatever, and it starts off, I saw this in the 90s. My husband and son lived in the resort we worked at, the Tahoe Edge Lake Beach Club in Tahoe Vista, California. I worked in housekeeping and he sold timeshare weeks. I was in the hot tub with a lady guest I didn't know. We spotted it, multiple dark humps. It wasn't a wave. You could see under some of the humps. We ran down the dock and watched it go all the way almost to the pier in Kings Beach. We didn't have small cell phones and I wasn't sure where my camera was. I didn't want to miss it. I was told by some, oh, maybe it was a sturgeon, but I looked them up and no. My dad was a policeman when I was little. He said, you will forget parts of it, so draw it. I did. It's around somewhere, but just looks smooth, like the size of a big pipe you might see along a bridge, but flexible like a giant hose. I haven't heard of sightings in a couple of years. Our lake is massive and cold. At the deepest, it's like a mile down. People from Russia have been here to study it as they have a similar cold alpine lake. So, guys, what do you think of Heather whatever's story? I also have an article that kind of goes with her story. Yes. Aaron Cooper goes like, Nessie? Yes. So this is the Tahoe Nessie. Because I decided to look it up, Heather, whatever. Leslie loved it. So it goes, the Tahoe Tessie is an alleged lake monster that lives in Lake Tahoe, an alpine freshwater lake at an elevation of more than 6,200 feet in the Sierra Nevada mountain range that straddles California and Nevada, at a maximum depth of 1,644 feet. Lake Tahoe is the second deepest lake in the United States. The legend of Tessie originated from the traditions of the Washoe people. The indigenous people have shared stories of strange creatures inhabiting the deep lake for generations. Nessie, the resident monster in Scotland's Loch Ness, inspired the name Tahoe Tessie. Description: according to folklore, the Tahoe Tessie lives in caverns and tunnels at the bottom of the deepest parts of the lake. The tunnels allegedly pass under cave rock on US Route 50 in Nevada. Local legends claim that tunnels under Lake Tahoe extend to Nevada's Pyramid Lake, about 90 miles away. Tahoe Tessie is a serpentine monster. According to cryptozoologist George Eberhardt and his Mysterious Creatures, a guide to cryptozoology, local accounts claim that Tessie is a serpentine monster about 12 to 25 feet long. Patsy McKay, an alleged witness in 1984, said Tessie was about 17 feet long. McKay's companion, Diane Stavaricus, said the monster was humped and brown in color. It was an enormous creature that moved slowly and heavily in the water, causing waves and splashes like a whale. No, other accounts claim the creature cut swiftly through the water. The woman compared it to a submarine breaking the water's surface. Tahoe Tessie generates strange wake patterns. Multiple eyewitnesses reported that the cryptid generated elaborate wake patterns while swimming near the surface. Sightings and tales. The legend of the Tahoe Tessie originated in the oral tradition of the Washoe Native tribes who lived near Lake Tahoe and the California-Nevada border. The centuries-old legends of the natives claim the lake was home to supernatural water babies that lived around the sacred cave rock. The first reported sightings by European settlers occurred in the 19th century. The earliest report on record of an alleged monster in the Lake Tahoe region was an account in 1897 by San Francisco resident I.C. Coggin, publisher in the Examiner. Coggin alleged that in the 1860s he had an encounter with a 600-foot serpentine colossus in the forest around Lake Tahoe. The alleged monster's head was 14 feet wide and it had black eyes. It chased Coggin through the forest, uprooting small trees. Coggin managed to escape by hiding behind a pine tree. His acknowledged that he acknowledged that people wouldn't believe his story, but added ominously that a creature that size couldn't remain hidden from the world for too long. In 1982, officers Chris Beebe and Jerry Jones reported sighting Tessie while water skiing in the lake. The pair said an enormous cryptid emerged from the water and swam past them. Patsy McKay and Diane Stavrakis. In July of 1984, national media reported about two residents of Tahoe City, Patsy McKay and Diane Stavrakis, Varakis, who claimed to have seen the lake monster. The women reported they saw it while hiking on the west shore. The creature surfaced multiple times, read McCann Stavarakis' description in the preceding section. The women were sure they hadn't seen a log, a vessel, or freak ripples in the water. Jacques Cousteau. In the 1970s, oceanographer Jacques Cousteau investigated reports of the Tahoe Tessie using a mini submarine. He also dived to the bottom of the lake about 1,644 feet. Some sources reported that when people asked him what he saw at the bottom, he refused to talk, saying the world wasn't ready to hear about it. Cousteau reportedly never talked about what he saw at the bottom of Lake Tahoe. He also allegedly never released pictures or data collected by his mini submarine. People have since speculated about what Cousteau saw. Some suggested he might have seen human corpses at the bottom of the lake. Local legends claim that during the middle of the last centuries, mobsters used Lake Tahoe for dumping corpses. Ooh, just imagine. But I would have said something. I wouldn't be like, you guys aren't ready for what I saw down there. Mickey Daniels. Mickey Daniels, a former Placer County sheriff's officer and hobby fisherman, reported sighting Tessie in Lake Tahoe in the 1980s. He spotted the alleged creature from his 43-foot charter fishing boat, Big Mac the Two, about half a mile offshore. According to a report in the LA Times, it was a calm and brightly sunlit morning, and Daniels was looking forward to a bountiful harvest of Mackinaw trout when he saw something mysterious in the water. In an interview with the LA Times in 2005, Daniels recalled that the water around was calm, but he noticed a big wave with an enormous V-shaped crest forming ahead of him. The wave couldn't be the wake from his boat. It looked like a disturbance the head of an enormous creature would form while surfacing from the depths and just breaking the water's surface. The wave appeared and disappeared multiple times, although he never saw anything above the water. Years of experience as a fisherman told him something enormous was lurking beneath the wave. The incident made an impression on him, and for years he kept looking out and searching the water in hopes of an answer, but never got one. He talked to many people who claimed they had seen the lake monster. He believed that scores of people who reported seeing Tessie couldn't have been lying or mistaken. Mike Conway and Virgil Anderson. In 1985, Mike Conway and Virgil Anderson reported filming a finned lake monster that left a wake about 20 to 25 feet long in the water. The sighting occurred while filming a commercial at Zephyr Cove on the Nevada side of the lake. Conway said the crew was filming a romantic stroll scene and children were lounging on the dock when a monstrous wake appeared suddenly. The wave agitated the water, causing an 18-foot boat to bounce back and forth. Then a brown beast with a hump surfaced. The children screamed in fright. Conway told the crew to swing their cameras to film the water, but he said he didn't have the footage because people he declined to name destroyed it. Why? Bob McCormick's Tessie book. The Tahoe Tessie is known to thousands of children from Bob McCormick's illustrated book, The Story of Tahoe Tessie, the original Lake Tahoe monster published in the 1980s. He attended events wearing a costume that promoted the image of the lake monster as a friendly creature. Explanation. Researchers have proposed multiple explanations of the alleged Tahoe Tessie sighting. Below are a few of the theories. Pareidolia. The University of California's professor of limnology and zoology, Charles R. Goldman, once suggested that Tahoe Tessie sightings might have been due to a phenomenon known as pareidolia. Pareidolia is a psychocognitive phenomenon in which the observer sees a pattern or meaning in otherwise meaningless visual stimuli. Pareidolia may intervene when someone observes any natural phenomenon from an unusual angle or sees something unfamiliar. They usually use that too also with seeing faces and images. So they kind of use pareidolia as a way to debunk maybe like an image we see in a photo. Sturgeon. Experts from the University of California, Davis, suggested in 1984 that some of the reports might have been due to an enormous sturgeon artificially introduced to the water. According to research scientist Bob Richards, some people might have deliberately or accidentally dropped a sturgeon in the water. A sturgeon would explain frequent reports of a serpentine fish like creature with scales on its back. Sturgeons are ancient fish belonging to the family Accipincuridae. The oldest fossils date back to 100 million to 65 million years in the late Cretaceous. Modern day sturgeons are bottom feeders. They live in rivers and lakes and along the coastlines of Europe, Asia, and North America. Many species grow very large, often reaching 7 to 12 feet. The largest ever was a beluga female caught in 1827 in the Volga Delta, measuring more than 23 feet. Guys, so what do you think of the Tahoe Tessie? Cheryl goes, sturgeons are creepy looking. And let me get an image of a sturgeon. So for anyone that doesn't know, which I've heard of sturgeons, but I don't quite know what they look like. These are kind of an example of sturgeons. So they do look fugly and scary looking. And even Heather whatever in her article had said that it wasn't a sturgeon that she had seen. Wendy goes, I don't want to meet Nessie. Wake-shaped berry sturgeons can grow very big. Jennifer Reed goes, cute little baby sturgeons. Cheryl goes, anything is possible, so there might be something there. Lisa Boo, great article. Gunner Girl goes, the name is so funny. Wendy goes, a mini baby Loch Ness. Matthew goes, I've seen them many times on TV. Wake Shape Berry goes, a Greenland shark is another possibility. So a Greenland shark looks like these. And they're kind of scary looking as well. That's scary looking too. Gunner Girl goes, I haven't heard anyone say fugly in a long time. Heather whatever goes, sturgeons look like they have fans along their backs big enough, but not it. Matthew goes, some scene from the 1500s. Wow. They are fugly though, Gunner Girl. Jennifer Murray goes, I believe Heather's sighting was a sturgeon, but the guy who conveniently didn't have his video evidence because nameless people destroyed it. No, I agree. How convenient. Wendy goes, I feel the need to renew my fishing and hunting. I believe Heather whatever story. I do feel like something's there. Heather whatever goes, they don't eat people. Matthew goes, Greenland sharks ages of between 270 and 500 years. Whoa. That's crazy. They're fugly too. Heather whatever goes, what she saw was 20 to 30 feet. Wow. I mean, after seeing that, Heather whatever, I would have been afraid to go in the lake. I think even now, reading the article, I'd be afraid to go in the lake. I'd be like, nope. What? That sucks, Melissa. We do. Jennifer Marie goes, if only they put as much energy into finding my children's father for the support dollars as they do finding mythical creatures. Or finding the right people. Did I tell you that story that I was getting phone calls that my child support payment was late and I don't have any children? And it stopped. Like I would get it like a few months and then all of a sudden it stopped and then like a couple years later it started up again. So I finally decided to call them because it was like constant. They were calling me and I'm like, dude, I don't have a child support payment. Like, what is this? And I finally called them and I was like, I swear to you guys, I do not have any children. So I don't know why you guys are calling me. Apparently, I guess the number they had down for the individual was wrong. They had my number instead. Like he gave the wrong number or something. I was like, what? Never got a phone call after that again. I was telling them it would have to be immaculate conception for me to have a kid. Panda Bear, what's up? Because I would let it go. I was like, what is this? Wrong number. Like, whatever. But then it kept on going and going. I finally said, forget it. Jennifer Marie goes, that's hilarious. My son's phone used to belong to some gas station along a major interstate, so he gets calls. It would be a recorded message. It'd be like, your child support payment is now late. And I'll be like, what? Doing good, Panda Bear. Heather, whatever goes, it was freaky. I can imagine. Heather, whatever, I bet you won't go into the lake, will you? After seeing that. I'd be like, nope. Heather, whatever goes, what? That bite? Yeah, it did happen. Because then I was thinking, oh my God, if they had my number, they have something else of mine. Because I really thought, but it was just, no, it was just, because that was the reason why I called, like, finally. Because I actually thought maybe they didn't just have my number, they had other things. So I was like, oh, I was telling her, I was like, I don't want you guys to come after me and take my paycheck and stuff like that. So that was the main reason why I decided to call. It kind of freaked me out. It was. Because I was like, if they have my number, what else do they have? You know what I mean? But I guess the dude that actually owes the payments put the wrong number down. I was like, really? Thank you, Gunner Girl, for your super chat. I had to make sure if it was a super sticker or super chat. Thank you, Gunner Girl, for your super chat. Your stories are the best. You rock, my friend. Thank you, Gunner Girl. Hearts for Gunner Girl, guys. You're awesome. No problem, Heather. Whatever. Heather, whatever. Saying thank you for being respectful, Lisa. Jennifer Burry goes, I'm sure it was an accident. Oh, Heather will go to the lake. I love to swim. Okay. So that didn't stop you seeing the possible sighting of the Tahoe. Tessie did not stop Heather, whatever, from wanting to go to the lake. Oh, Wendy, you got to be careful with those. Wake Sheep Bear is asking if I have any videos. Actually, I do. I have a few, or actually 2. But let me start with this one. Oh, wait a minute. One of them disappeared. What? It disappeared. I had a good one. Well, we'll start with this one and I'll look for the other one. So this one's from Thank you, Tyranna. I know it's a few. But I can look for some more. Where is it? I think it's this one. All right, this one's kind of cute. I thought this one was cute and I wanted to share it. It's not like a real scary thing, but I thought it was cute.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here so we can go outside and play. I miss Mimi. I miss you too. I miss you too. What? Coming. What? Who's coming? Here coming. Who? Him. You see somebody back there? Him. Who? Him. Him? Yeah. Where's he at? Is he in our house? Yeah. Where? Show me. Where's he at? He's right in front of you? Yep. Who is it? A guy. Who's there, mister?
I thought this was so cute.
Where's he at? In the dining room? Yeah. Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him. This him. Take me to him. Show me. This him. Wait, let me show me. Is he right here? Yeah. He's in our dining room? Yeah. What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like? I bug. He's got bug eyes? Yeah. What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me. We're going upstairs. Yeah, you're scaring me. We're going upstairs. You are.
So do you think the little girl saw us? I just thought it was cool because grandma was Wendy goes, play again. All right, give me a second. Oh, not that one.
You're so funny. I can't wait until summer gets here so we can go outside and play. I miss Mimi. I miss you too. I miss you too. What? Coming. What? Who's coming? Here coming. Who? You see somebody back there? Him. Who? Him. Yeah. Where's he at? Is he in our house? Yeah. Where? Show me. Where is he at? He's right in front of you? Yep. Who is it? A guy. Who's there, mister? What are you doing in our... Where's he at? In the dining room? Yep. Show me him. Go show me him. Give me your hand. Take me to him. This him. Take me to him. Show me. This him. Wait, let me... Show me. Is he right here? Yep. He's in our dining room? Yeah. What are you doing in our dining room, mister? What does he look like? I bug. He's got bug eyes? Yeah. What are you doing in our living room, mister? Get. You go back home. You go back wherever you came from. What's he doing? Come on, you're creeping me out. We're going upstairs. Come on. You're scaring me. We're going upstairs. Yeah, you're scaring me. We're going upstairs. You are... You...
Gunner Girl's asking who's recording. I think it's, you know how homes nowadays have cameras in like every room, so I think it's just a house camera. Jennifer Marie goes, I think maybe she saw something, but then played along with Grandma being silly. My kids do the same to be silly. Melissa goes, Grandma's all fun and games until the end. Then, oh, fudge moment. I know, she was all cool, and then she was like, you're freaking me out. Let's get out of here. Julissa goes, very cute, but that would spook me. Wendy's like, nope, nunca, not too. Wendy is asking, is this real? Melissa. Cheryl goes, did she really see anything? Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure either, because I do believe that kids can see things that we cannot. But I wanted to share this one because I thought it was kind of cool because Grandma was going, where? Who do you see? Wake Shapeberry goes, I'm scared. And she was like, right there. What does he look like? Panda Bear sent me an email. Lisa Boo goes, kids and animals can sense things we cannot. Very true. Wendy goes, I'm shaking. Is this real? Heather Wetter goes, I love that grandma. I love that grandma too. That's why I wanted to share it. I liked her. She's a cool grandma. Oh, I got your email, Panda. I'll probably share it on my next stream. Thank you, Panda. That sounds interesting. Tyrana goes, cool grandma. Actually, I found another video that I've been trying to find, but I couldn't find it, and it just popped up right now looking for the other one. So I'm going to share it. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ding me because it has like some generic music, and YouTube likes to be pesky sometimes. Yeah, Panda, I've never heard it either. It sounds interesting. I'm gonna read through it. Wendy, go for it. Email it to me.
Security guard caught something spooky on camera. A worker came by in full uniform, ready to work. The welder greets the man and they start to converse. The security guard found this to be odd, seeing how nobody is in the footage with the welder. The welder even shakes hands with him. When security showed the footage of the welder, he was baffled as he said the guy was standing talking to him. Creepiest part of all of this, they both found out later. Turns out the man that was talking to him died several hours earlier.
So, guys, this one, woo, gave me chills. What do you guys think of that one? Aaron goes, I was looking for this one and I couldn't find it. And it magically disappeared this time when I was looking for another one. Aaron goes, I've seen this one. It's creepy. Matthew's seen it. So what do you guys think of this one? Lisa Boo goes, creepy. So do you think this guy actually was talking to an or current coworker that he realized had not passed yet? That is creepy. Jennifer Marie goes, I've seen this one and it looks real to me. Same here. I feel like this one's real. I feel like this one that employee actually saw another coworker who he didn't realize had passed hours earlier. And he was coming to work for one last goodbye. That is creepy as hell. That gave me chills when I first saw it. Let me see if I can find. Oh, he's got all kinds of creepy videos. But let me find the one that I wanted to share here. I had it all set up and it disappeared. I was like, "What?" Girl goes, dang, his voice was very creepy. I know. I was like, voice box. All right, hey, here's another one.
Do you remember my grandma? Where is my grandma? Where is she?
Up in heaven. What did she do to make her go up in heaven? Did she do a smoker?
No, she didn't do a smoker. She was just very old. She was almost 93, and her body just got very tired. She was too old.
Was she did you grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old. Okay?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, hi, Jamila.
So do you, this one I'm kind of, because the little girl kind of smiles at the end, so I'm kind of at a fence with this one. I don't know about you guys. Wendy goes, I had a dream that my coworker's husband had a heart attack and died on the table. I couldn't tell her because my mind is very vivid. He had a heart attack but didn't die. Wow, Wendy, that's crazy. Wendy wants me to replay it. Leonore, what's up? Definitely sus. Melissa goes, seems sus. That's why I at first I was like, oh, no way. But then when the little girl kind of she kind of like smiles at the camera, and I was like,
Do you remember my grandma? Where is my grandma? Where is she?
I've been having it. What did she do to make her go up in heaven? Did she do a smoker?
No, she didn't do a smoker. She was just very old. She was almost 93, and her body just got very tired. She was too old.
Was she did you grandma almost couldn't walk?
She was old. She could walk, but she was old. Okay?
Mommy, your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
What?
Your grandma's here. And she says, "Hi, Jamila."
Leonor goes creepy kid vibe. Cheryl goes sus. Aaron goes, well, I'm sure, but my kid saw my granny after. I don't dismiss that that kids can see things that we cannot. Melissa goes, mom is a bad actor. But I don't know, like the kid just like kind of smiles and goes like this to the camera. It kind of like, but they're saying that she did not know the nickname that grandma had for her mom. Heather whatever goes, I didn't see her smile. Wendy goes, sus, your grandma? It's her abuela. That's the same thing, Wendy. But that's what the video's saying, that the little girl did not know that nickname. So when she said it, the mom was like, what the heck? But I don't dismiss that kids are open. They could see things that we can't. And animals as well. Panda Bear goes, kids like her are more open to the paranormal than adult. I do agree. But I think her reaction was like at the end where she's like, like she smiles. So that kind of, at first I was like, no way. But then when she, Leonardo goes, kids can see, but the creepy smile, can we say wannabe horror movies? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The creepy smile kind of made me feel like it's sus. Bernadette goes, the kid creeped me out more. Yeah, because she kept looking at the ceiling. And then she was like this. And she had a creepy smile. Matthew goes, some might say the grandma was making her laugh. That's true. That's true. Or maybe she was like going, maybe she was smiling to her mom's reaction. Heather whatever goes, who knows? Scary kid. Yeah, true. We will never know unless we know the person that posted the video or wherever he got it from. Oh my god, I lost my other one. Oh well. We'll just look through this one. He's got some other ones because I have time, so I could share some more. But let's see. All right, this one's kind of cool. I've seen this one before. Wake Shape Berry's asking if I know Beardo. No, I don't. Melissa goes, in general, I don't like Instagram moms. Gives me the ick to see them use their kids for clout. Oh my God, Melissa, when you see the comments, because I watch those videos for the comments. The comments, oh my gosh. They're like, it must be nice having a camera shoved up your face. Like somebody actually said that in one of the comments of the video. So I know what you mean, Melissa, because I get it if you're trying to make memories with your kids. Because in a way, having them on video, it's like having memories of them that you could keep forever, but kind of like having a camera in their face every day. I don't know if I would like to do that to my kid if I had a kid. Heather, whatever goes, teaching her kid to lie would be so bad. Exactly. Because there's a lot that Wendy. The sad thing is, there's a lot of them out there, even on TikTok. Dusty, what's up? Since this guy has a lot of cool videos, and I lost the other video that I had saved. Oh, it's showing all creepy photos. I just wanted this one. So this one, I've seen this one before. It's basically a picture of a wife and a husband in 1997, and it says the husband died in 1984. Which I thought was creepy. Tyranna goes, it's so sad to use your kids like that. I agree. I get to do it to have memories because your kids grow fast and it's always great to see memories. But the way that they're doing it, I just don't agree with it. Matthew goes, wish I had a lot of pictures of when I was a kid, only a few left. So I thought this photo, it's actually a montage. It has more photos, but I don't know what the photos are, so I don't want YouTube to like come after me. Cuz I didn't watch it beforehand. But this one I've seen before and I always thought it was creepy. So what do you guys think of this photo? Julissa, I agree too, because there's crazy people out there. Julissa goes, they shouldn't post the videos to general public of their children. I agree. Matthew goes, don't know, the vehicle in the back looks 80s then 90s. Jen, what's up? The truck does, but not the black car. The truck looks like mid 80s, 90s, but the black car doesn't in the background. Heather, whatever goes, I asked my dad, what are those stumps for across from my grandma's house? He said those are witches' stumps. They sit on them. That's a cute story, though, even if it was fake, Heather, whatever. That's cute. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can find. The problem is I haven't seen these, so I don't know what's on here. Leonardo's curious. Trying to find. I'm looking at a video to see if I can share it. This one's not scary, but it's scary. It's not scary in the sense as it's scary, but it's scary. But not as horror scary. Scary as if you're a parent. That is scary. Oh, it's saying hold on. I'll play it again. It says it goes kids play on their trampoline when they encounter danger. It's not narrated. It just has some music that I can't stand. A man in a white van pulls up and asks the kids if they want donuts. The oldest sister jumps into action, taking her siblings inside. Their mom comes out to confront the man, but he quickly drives away. That's kind of sad because they can't be even in the backyard. Panda Bear goes, kids don't talk to strangers. Luckily, the older sister came out and saved him. Delea, what's up? It's kind of sad nowadays that you can't even be in your backyard. Cheryl goes, very scary for kids. I was gonna say it's not scary as in horror scary, but it's scary. That's scary to come to think if they weren't there that their kids could have been taken away. That is scary. Lisa Boo goes, that's a different kind of creepy. It is. All right, I got another video where I do not know if this is a jump scare because I didn't watch it all the way through. So be prepared. Usually I don't give it away, but this one I didn't really look at, so I don't know if it is. Cheryl goes, we used to play outside for hours. Now, no way I would. Yeah, no way. It's not even safe. Matthew goes, I seen a video of a girl and a car goes near her. Dog goes up to the car and barks and then chasing the car. Lex goes salivating over donuts. So this is a warning because I really don't know if this is because I didn't really watch the whole thing, but it looks creepy. I just kind of like browsed through it just to see. It's a super small video though, so I don't know if you could see it. I'm like going like this because I didn't see the part where after he opened the door. The guy's breathing is freaking me out. Okay. Aaron goes alien. Wake Sheep, very cool. I don't mind a jump scare. Dusty goes, thank goodness she was there to help about the sister. And then the mom came out as well. Heather whatever goes, a kid followed me from school, so I went to a stranger's house and had them call my parents. What if they weren't nice? True. Panda's like, huh? I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Leonore goes, that's horror breathing. I know the breathing freaked me out more than what was going on in the video. Once he saw the clown, I was like, what the hell? Jed goes, sounds like he needs his inhaler. Bernadette, I go, I think the clown on the shelf moved or something. I don't know, because I don't know. Should we play that one again? And then on top of that, he's opening a door. Like, come on. That is a very weird closet, too, by the way. I still don't know. Daniel goes, see, that's why I still haven't opened the door down the hall from last week. Tyranic goes, his breathing is free. It is. Yeah, but that clown wasn't there, though, at the beginning. Hold on, that clown wasn't there. That's what I was trying to think. Like, the clown popped out. Oh, that's what the clown is. I thought that was, you know what, who that looks like? Queen Amidala. I was like, I thought it was a statue. And then the clown, when he came back, like the clown just, it was added. All right, now I get it. Got you, Bernadette, too. Duh, George. Oh my gosh. No, because serious, that looks like a Star Wars character. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like, like a life-size Duh, George, Lisa. Oh my gosh. All right, I got another one. I had to look at it for a second. Duh, George, Lisa. I was like, wow, where the clouds? Oh my gosh. All right, I got another one. I think you were already watching it anyways, because I think I forgot to switch the screen. What'd you think of that one? That's what it looked like to me, Heather, whenever I thought it was. Matthew goes, looked like a hand around the kid's leg, and then it disappeared. Bernadette, goes, alrighty then, WTF. Aaron Cooper goes, weird. It was like a hand, and then it disappeared. Wendy goes, a translucent left hand. Tyrana's like, what the? Cheryl goes, looks like a hand. And then the guy goes up and it disappears, and the guy literally goes around the corner, and he goes he's like, it's on your legs, and he's like, what? Panda Bear says a hand on his leg. Wake shape bear. Leonard's like, dun dun dun, no hands on me. Actually, I should follow this guy. This guy has some cool videos. For later. Obviously, the kid didn't feel anything because he was like, what? They're like, Wendy's like, Ghosty, you're invading my personal space. All right, guys, Skeleduck. I'm gonna reveal the location of Skeleduck, and then we'll open it up for questions. So Skeleduck is right there. He's showing you his bottom. He's right next to my alien. Heather, whatever goes, I need to wear a coat for these. Matthew got it. Dang, I didn't think Matthew would get it. I didn't think anybody. Jennifer was like, yes, sir. I was right. Bernadette goes, I can't with that pinche duck. I'm blind. Julissa didn't see him. Wendy goes, sneaky Lisa. Wake Shapeberry goes, I knew it. I mean, I was going to have him the other way, but then I said it was too obvious, so I put him that way. Cheryl found him. What? I made it too obvious. Tyrana goes, yeah, I was right. What? Too easy for you guys. This time around. Jen wasn't even looking, so I guess I was I guess that way I was all right there. I made it too easy. Daniel, stop trying to find the duck. Panda Bear couldn't tell. Heather, whatever goes, you do have glowing eyes if you're rude, right? I'll point them out if you don't. I have things that glow in here. Daniel was like, I looked and nope. D Nice was second guessing myself. I was right the first time, but was way off. Wendy goes, I only found the duck once. I was like, I was going to put him up the other way where you could see his head. Dusty goes, I couldn't see it. I even enlarged after you showed it. Gunner Girl goes, do you have a blue night light? Actually, it's a light. It's several lights that go in the back that are like, it's got like a well, it's set to glacier. So it's kind of like a light bluish tint. Heather, whatever goes, Skelebutt. Yep. Because I thought that was like the best to bring out the background. So I used that color. Aaron goes, I wonder if that was him. I doubted myself. I mean, I guess I still kind of put it in a good spot. I thought it was the best light because it brought out everything. Because the orange kind of, because I had it on an orange at one time and I was like, nah. All right, guys, I'm going to open it up for questions. I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. So if you guys have any questions, criticism, complaints, concerns, go for it. D Nice goes, you have a good light and good set. Thank you, D Nice. Heather, whatever goes, I didn't find it. You feel Yes, I do actually. No, I'm just kidding, Heather, whatever. I'm thinking of the next time where I'm gonna hide it. Leonardo goes, Lisa, drive throughout the streets, be safe. Luckily for me, work is like right down the street, so I don't have to drive too far. So that's only a good thing. Bernadette, that's why I can't see him. Those darn colored lights. I'm colorblind, Lisa. No fair. Oh, true. Sorry, Bernadette. Cheryl goes, the blue light looks good. Thank you, Gunner Girl. Dusty is gonna go on the replay. Heather, whatever goes to the left of your headset, above the ghostly thing in the dark. Is a set of glowing eyes? I'm trying to look. Hold on. Oh, that's cool, Matthew. My left or your left? Because my left is different than your left. Thank you, Tyranna. Keep the questions coming, guys. I had the jump scare of the night, but it disappeared. So I'll have to share it on the next one. It kind of got me because I wasn't expecting it, and I was so hoping to share it, but it disappeared, and I don't remember. I have to look for it again. Aaron goes, I see pops with eyes. There's a lot of pops with eyes. Wake Shape Bear, I lost it, and I was gonna play it because I started a new thing because Dusty gave me the idea of doing a jump scare of the night, and I had it set up, and it disappeared. So I think when I clicked on another video, it erased the one I had saved up. So I gotta look for it. So I'm gonna save it for the next one. I'm sad. I liked it. It actually got me, and those normally don't, but this one did. D Nice goes, how many ducks do you have? I have one skeleduck, but I have a Chucky duck in the background somewhere. He's somewhere. I don't remember. Oh, he's over this way. He's over on my DJ equipment. I moved him. I have a Chucky duck, and then I have a bunch of rubber duckies in my room. Melissa's asking, have I seen Closet of Curiosities? It sounds familiar. Set of glowing eyes, though? Heather, whatever? Oh, I see what you're talking about. That, right? You know what it is? It's the eyelet that it's hung up by, if that's what you're talking about. It does kind of look like Jen goes, do you have Ernie to babysit the ducks? Melissa goes, it's so good. It's like the Twilight Zone or Creep Show. Each episode is a complete story. I think it won or was nominated. You know what? It sounds familiar. I think I might have seen it, Melissa. It sounds really familiar. Thank you, Lisa Boo. All right, guys, any last minute questions before I end the stream? Thank you, Jalissa. Thank you, Daniel. That's so crazy. It does look like two eyes. All right, guys, I am gonna end the stream. I will see you on the next one, which should be Sunday or Sunday. What am I talking about? Saturday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. be there or be squared. Thank you for joining me tonight, guys. You guys are awesome as always, and I will see you on the next one. Stay spooky and good night. If I can find the end. All right, good night, guys.